So someone mailed in to me, what about limitations that other people put on me in becoming happy? Well, remember, positive emotions, engagement and flow, positive relationship, meaning and purpose, and achievement. Look at that very closely for a moment. Isn't that within your control? Why would you give your power away to someone else? So you can focus on the other person standing way of your happiness, or you can go, what is within my control? If somebody else is causing me negative emotions, is that true? No, you are causing your own negative emotions. Unless of course someone, something externally happened to you that overcomes you, then it's still up to you to fix that. Then rather than being angry at the boss who is shitty to you or fired you or made you redundant. So where's your control? Maybe that boss that you're struggling with, maybe you should be more resilient. Maybe you should be finding another job. Maybe you should find a way to not step into the negative emotions, because is it true that that person is making your life a living hell? You are doing that to you. Rather than wanting somebody else to change, you end up changing your own situation. Does that make sense? The negative emotion will pass, you back it up with action, and then you move forward. But how can you be gentler and kinder towards someone else? And that's an important part of happiness. How do I do that? Well, here's a little exercise for that. So from your opinion, when you see, hear, and feel what you do, that's where you've experienced that negative emotion. Now, I want you to float your mind, your awareness, into, let's say, a movie theater, right? And I want you to see you and that other person behave. What is it that you learn? That person is going to be that person. You cannot change them. That's between that person and themselves. That's between that situation, like an act of God or source. It's between God and the world, not you. Are you taking control? Are you taking your power, or are you giving it away when you look at yourself and that other person on a movie screen? So if you were to analyze yourself as a scientist, and you imagine that you're not you, it's just an actor of some sort, what is it that you learn? You could ask yourself the question, what specifically could I do to actually take the control? Is there something that I need to change within myself in that moment, or do I need to change something in my life, right? Now I want you to float your awareness into that other person's shoes. So you're looking through their eyes. You're from this space, you're their age, you have their map of the world, you would have come from their culture, their education, their upbringing, their everything. And let's be kind. Let's assume that they're not bad people on the inside, that they're not your villain, that maybe they have a positive intent in the way that they communicate to you, maybe from their insecurity even, or their worry about you. What is the positive intent? What is the positive thing that they are trying to do for you when they're limiting your goal? Maybe it's a responsibility. If the bank says no to your loan, that person is responsible to answer to their boss. If it's about criticizing you on your happiness or your goal, the way that you lead your life, that's their map of the world. But what is the positive intent? Control and things like that, overpowering me, not the right answer. What is it that the answer that they would give themselves when they talk to you in a limiting way? They maybe want to protect you. Maybe they want you to be safe. Maybe they're afraid of losing you. That's what happens. When people become happy, they tend to lose people around them because you can't relate to them anymore, because you're setting boundaries and things like that. And what is it that you learn about the positive intent? If it's someone that you care about a lot, then the question is, how can I meet their positive intent in the way that I communicate to them, let's say. So let's step back into your own position, your own eyes. Let's say there's a situation where someone criticized you in the way that you want to pursue your happiness, or gets in the way. And let's just say it's about safety and security. Could you maybe change the way that you communicate to them about, your goal for happiness. Maybe help them understand that you aren't happy right now. Or maybe if they need safety or they're worried about you doing some crazy things, then maybe just say, I'm doing it in a safe way. That's having the control within yourself. And so I want you to sort of think about what it is about. Taking the control for yourself and understanding somebody else's positive intent. And do you really want to give your power to achieve happiness, positive emotions, engagement and flow, positive relationship, meaning and purpose, and achievement and accomplishment? Do you really want to give that power to someone else, especially someone who doesn't get that you're pursuing your own happiness?